some of the students were totally confused about what is a design concept, how to make the presentation, what are the key essentials that they have to cover. As a juror and as an experienced professional, one absolutely notices these things in a split second. Ultimately, as a juror, one is looking to understand that what is your thought process and how beautifully have you been able to convert it into a building. Because as an architect, you cannot just live on a concept. You need to convert it into a proper working building. Hi, today I am bringing a very interesting topic to you on my podcast. It is about how should students attempt a jury. So I recently went on this experience as an external juror into a design college, and of course, as usual, I found that some of the students were totally confused about what is a design concept, how to make the presentation, what are the key essentials that they have to cover. So I thought that this is the time where most colleges are undergoing their jury period, and this could be of help to other students. And as an external juror, what is it that I am looking for from the students? So, look, the first thing is the old world understanding, the old principles of being organized. So, one of the things that I felt in today's age when students go for a jury is that they have a lot of stuff online. They may have done their research, their preparation on, even, I mean, done sketches online. So, a couple of the students only had the presentation online and they didn't have a hard copy. Some of them had only the submission sheets online, offline, and then the other stuff was all in a folder. So one of the tips that I would like to give is that always have printouts of the entire process that you have gone through, because technology can fail you. Secondly, the printouts are always on a larger scale. The screen shows the same stuff much smaller. So as an external juror, it becomes much easier for someone to understand your design within a short span of time, and then you can take them chronologically through the entire process. So the first thing that you have to do is to take the juror or the external reviewer on a very quick snapshot of the entire journey of the project process that you may have undertaken in the past 3 to 4 months of your studio. The second thing that I would really recommend is to have a very good base plan of your design, or the plans of your design, with north marked, with scale. The plan should all be on the same scale. The orientation of the sheets should be the same. You should, so these are like the basic hygiene, I would say, that the composition of the sheets, the levels have to be marked. The roof plan, a lot of times I find that people don't bother to make the roof plan, or they don't bother to give a detailed site plan. But as a juror and as an experienced professional, one absolutely notices these things in a split second. So that's something that I would really recommend, that you need to have. The third thing is the concept. Now I found that a lot of students were fumbling with what is a concept, right? So if I have to help you decode what the concept may have been, is the concept is that essential part of your design which is an absolutely non-negotiable part, without which your design will not have that essence. So it may be the process, or it may be something that has inspired you, or it may have been something that was a challenge on the site, but which you ended up converting into a strength, and that became your concept. So it may be related to the form, or it may not be related to the form at all. It may just be the essence of the project. But it is very important for you to understand and capture that, and communicate it to the external juror, that this is how you had started the process of the design, or this is what the kind of challenges that you faced. That's absolutely fine if you share that. And then the process that you went through. Maybe you wrote a poem, or you read a story, or there was something that you felt when you went to the site. There were certain things that you noticed on the site. There were certain constraints on the site. that inspired you to take the design forward, or there was a concept that you wanted to explore, like you wanted to explore the a free flowing form, or you wanted to explore uh, a set of columns, or certain idea that sort of triggered the entire, and that is something that was the common thread throughout the entire design process, and that is something that you need to communicate. The last and the most important part is to summarize and to put together a final completed design, because ultimately, as a juror, one is looking to understand that what is your thought process and how beautifully have you been able to convert it into a building. Because as an architect, you cannot just live on a concept, you need to convert it into a proper working building. So, let's say certain submissions were not complete or certain aspects were not resolved. I do find that as an external juror, I do find that a lot of students end up spending far too much time on the plans, and they don't have enough time to work on the elevations, or on the wall sections, or on the detailing, material palette, mood board. I mean, they may not even be required by the studio. But I feel that if something is unresolved, then do say it. Don't try to fudge, or don't try to sort of cover it up, because the person can see through it. And accept that yes, I spent far too much time on this, and this is something that we can resolve further. In fact, this is a very good opportunity for the students to take in the suggestions and take in the feedback from the juror, because the juror is mostly more experienced in practice, and that is something that will enrich your design a lot further. So which means that I am actually asking you to treat the design jury as a part of the design process, which will help you understand and build your design further, because ultimately as a student, you're still in the process of learning. So these are some of the tips which I thought could be of help to students, and all the best.